Welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host, Kenny Choi. What do Journey, Tupac Shakur, and Depeche Mode have in common? Well, Fernando and Greg from 99.7 Now, two of my favorite music gurus, are here to explain and to answer that question. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
You're
very kind.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to be kind. I'm the host.
Obviously, the answer to that is they're all nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so what did you think of that list,
season.
or the nominees that just came
I
out?
felt really old because these were bands that I was in high school enjoying, and like now they're nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
This is one of the first years that I felt like I really knew the bands, and usually you feel good about that, and then you're like, oh no, that means I'm
How
old
old am I now?
Yeah, I was looking at the qualification has to be that I guess they've had to have a hit 25 years ago. So
Yes,
at least a hit, something like
1991
that.
or
I
something
can't
like
believe
that,
that Depeche Mode has been around for almost 30 years.
Enjoy the Silence. That was what, 1988?
1990
or 90? Okay.
Right
All right, you guys are the music experts. I should let you answer.
I think about like where did I live when that came out, or which radio station I was working for. That's how I remember.
Oh, I was in high school, so
Yeah.
I do feel younger now. He was working in radio.
Right. I was working.
Driving my blue Mustang to school every day, listening to them on a cassette tape.
I think I was in high school too. I think maybe freshman year or maybe 8th grade or something like that. But I do remember that song, Enjoy the Silence, because my sister would always play it. She had control of the radio in the car.
And a very influential band. They were definitely one of the electronic pioneers. Basically, I mean, all of their original work was all computers, keyboards, synthesizer, and samples. Like a lot of like Depeche Mode's music is, them tapping, sticks against railroad tracks, and they record it and then make music out of it. And and then of course, lyrics are written by Martin Gore, one of their keyboard players, but he was the chief songwriter, and then Dave Gahan was the lead singer. Well, still is. In fact, I think they're having a new album later on this.
And Dave Gahan was actually one of my first crushes.
Oh yeah.
So, oh my God, it was so. He was like heroin chic, like before, like the whole heroin chic thing was in.
And he did a lot.
Yeah, he really did. But
he was having some issues.
I would say, as much as we've talked about them, they're probably our odds-on favorite here. We really want them to get in.
Yeah.
Really? And you think do you think they're going to get in on that?
I think that they're going to get in. The other ones that I think for sure need to get in are the Cars. When I was looking at that list, I can't believe they're not already in. I was like, I have my list here, and I was like, wow, the Cars aren't in yet.
I knew that they just flashed Chic up on the screen for everybody.
Right.
I know that is a disco band, which unto itself is that was unique because, you think of disco, you think of Donna Summer, but there were disco bands. There was, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Earth, Wind & Fire could be considered a disco band. Chic, same thing, very influential group that kind of, took the band idea, but created really amazing disco music. They've been nominated 11 times.
Wow.
So I think by now,
10-time losers.
Yeah.
Maybe 11.
Maybe 11 will be lucky for
And
that.
another person who was nominated, but not Janet Jackson, but she's still not in.
Janet Jackson, she is not in, but she was nominated, and we'll see. There has been kind of controversy and fighting with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and people who want people in. Should we let rap artists in? Should we let pop artists in? And they're starting to open it up. You can see Tupac has been nominated.
Yeah.
They're starting to open up. They need the diversity. And for a long time, the board there has kind of resisted that, but it seems to be turning a little bit.
What do you think about Tupac, his chance of getting in this year?
Well, I have a sweatshirt with Tupac on it, so I hope he gets in so I can wear it.
Yeah, you celebrate.
And I celebrate with him.
Was he another crush of yours back then?
No, he wasn't, but he is now. Tupac is a great artist. If you go back and listen to his music and his influence on music, I don't even know that people then realized what an influence he was while it was all going down. It's only now, if you really look back on the history of it, I think he's probably underestimated in a lot of circles who don't get that kind of music.
Yeah.
Well, it's so amazing that so many of his songs were played after and came out after his death in 1996.
Yeah.
Well, he had a lot, because he was so prolific. He was a little bit like Prince that way, where he was constantly recording. So after he passed away, there was always enough material to make, several albums after that. But I mean,
and what he did for the bandana alone.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Right.
it brought the bandana back.
Amazing.
Iconic
And a
look,
new
right?
way to wear it.
Yeah. We don't have too much time, but what about Journey?
Journey, that's another one like where I thought, they're not in yet?
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody in San Francisco, of course, wants Journey. They have ties to the Bay Area, and of course, I think they're the 8th inning song at AT&T Park for the Giants.
I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wants Journey as well because they would love. This might be the reason that Steve Perry decides finally to reunite with the rest of the band and actually perform live, and that has not happened in a very long time. they don't seem to like each other.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe for this special moment, it could happen.
All right. Well, Fernando and Greg from 99.7 Now, always good talking with you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You're welcome.
Hey, so you have until midnight Eastern Standard Time on December 5th to vote the artists that you think should be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You need a Facebook or email account to vote. The top 5 on fans' ballots will make it into the final tally for the 2017 inductees. You could go to rockhall.com and cast your vote. And of course, you'll find Fernando and Greg every morning on 99.7 Live. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with more Bay Sunday after this break.